Okay, so is I'm audible? Is I'm audible? ओके शेखर सुमन इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है भाई? सन्नाटा नहीं है, देयर इज नो सन्नाटा. हेलो वर्द, हेलो अर्चना, हेलो राम, हेलो एवरीवन. Okay, so first of all, wish you very happy Republic Day, 73rd Republic Day. We have celebrated today, and this is an important thing. Why? Not only just because it's a Republic Day, because you are an aspirant, you must know why we do celebrate the Republic Day. Anyone who suppose that you are going to appear in the interview nearby, means on 24th or 25th or 26th, lot of important dates are there, right? So sometimes interview board they do ask this question. Just give you an example. What happened? There was a coal scam in India around 2000. It was like 2011-12, right? So the media and all these houses use this word coal gate, right? So they use this term Colgate. Colgate means scam related to the Colgate. Fine. And one of the student, right, he was supposed to appear in the interview, and he well prepared, and he went to the interview, and it was UPSC Civil Services interview. And the first question they have asked you, what do you know about the Colgate? So he started, ki sir, Colgate is one of the good brand of the toothpaste, and it is of Hindustan Unilever and all. They said that okay, tell us about the Colgate. So sir, it comes in the various variety, lot of things he told about the Colgate, the toothpaste. Then they specifically, the chairman interrupted, and chairman said that chairman hardly speak in the interview. Chairman of UPSC interview hardly speak, but he said that okay, we are not asking about you about to explain the toothpaste, we are asking about you about the coal scam. Are you getting our point or not? So he got little bit scared, right? But after that he feel that I have nothing to lose from here, right? I already did the mistake, but from now, what if I'll do further mistakes, I'm going to down. So I have to be remain positive. And at that time, means he got 210 marks despite this blunder. He got 210 marks. Now he's an IS, right? So sometimes this thing happen. Some sort of misinformation or some sort of these things will create an issue. So my point is, you should just not only celebrate the things, just try to know what is being celebrated. It doesn't matter you are from that field or not, but your good knowledge is always going to help you. Fine. So this is one thing. Why means the two purpose to wish you happy Republic Day is, first, I want to wish, but I also want to inform. This is very important to know. Second and most important announcement for all those students who are watching these lectures. These lectures are still free, and I requested, and Ashok ji is also means he is fine. Okay, we can go further. Some of the lectures free for all the students, but at a point of time we must have to stop, and it should be available only for our paid student, right? For those students who are still looking, okay, I'll join it. So for those students, right now course fee is 2499, but it is going to be 2999 from tomorrow onwards. So if you are looking and you want to purchase, you can purchase it. Otherwise, fees will be increased. You have to pay extra amount, right? So this is the information I want to just give you. Okay, and now come back to those points from where we have started in the last class. So I told you about this blockchain, and I was discussing about how the entire banking system was reformed since 1947, how things were being done. In that, I forget to just tell you one more information there, though. one scheme which was started in 1966. That was Lead Bank Scheme. Right. Lead bank scheme was started at that point of time when the penetration or the availability of banks was very limited, right? So to increase the banking in India, there should be a one bank, and this bank will be authorized by the Reserve Bank of India as a lead bank, and this bank is going to function as a lead bank in order to expand the financial services in that particular area. For example, particular State Bank of India, or suppose that Central Bank of India is appointed as a lead bank here. So Central Bank of India is going to be the bank which is going to oversee the banking, more banking available in this particular state. So this Central Bank of India is going to work in close cooperation with the state government plus RBI. So this was a lead bank scheme. What was the purpose? The purpose was increasing the banking in India. But if you will see, till the 1990s or even till the 1999, right, for entire 20th century, the banking in India was not increased with very fast pace. Though, if you will see from this phase, from this to this phase, our financial system, our financial system got expanded in very large manner, especially the market financial market that was expanded in very large way, right? but after that it was not means it didn't went for this part. Banking part was expanding in the very slow rate. Banking was not available to the large amount of Indians, right? So this was one of the key concern of the Reserve Bank of India at that point of time. So Reserve Bank of India have different aspect in his mind कि we can increase the banking by increasing the number of banks in India in two ways. We can provide more licenses to new banks, as well as we must focus on our lead bank scheme, right? So lead bank scheme can be worked to increase the banking in India, plus we can also think about provide the more licenses in India. Just give me a second. So by 21st century, Reserve Bank of India want to go for what? Want to go for expansion of banking services in India, and for that we called this as a financial financial inclusion. And for the financial inclusion, one way was what? Focus on lead bank scheme. Another way is through lead bank scheme expand the existing banking, means whosoever are the existing bank, they can expand their branches, right? Other way was provide more licenses, right? However, some economists like C Rangarajan and YV Reddy, all these suggested that we have to go for user specific banking requirements. User specific banking requirements. All people in the rural area, they do not need all the kind of banking services which is provided by a proper commercial bank in the urban area. right? People have different needs, right? So accordingly we have to think and we have to provide. But because it's a kind of new thing, right, so lot of discussion and deliberation was going on. And even before entering in the 21st century, RBI already did an experiment. RBI already did one experiment, and that was local area bank. So this local area bank was started in 1996. So what is local area bank? Local area bank is a banking company. And first of all, before being a banking company, you have to establish as a company under Company Act. Right now, which Company Act? 2013. Because Company Act 1956 was majorly overhauled, and now it is Company Act 2013. But at that point of time, when it was established, local area bank have to first fulfill all terms and conditions giving in a Company Act 1956. So first you have to be a company, then RBI will give you the license to function as a banking company, right? So RBI will provide you the license of banking company, and under certain terms and conditions you will get a status of local area bank. So local area bank was formed with an objective of fulfilling very particular requirement of particular region, right? For example, there is a place in Andhra Pradesh, Guntur. Can you tell me why Guntur is famous? Famous is for Guntur is famous for anyone? Anyone can tell me why Guntur is famous? Anyone from Guntur or AP or Telangana can tell me why Guntur is famous? Chili, Guntur Mirchi. Shekhar Suman come with Guntur Mirchi. Okay. Yes, till then you are not going to get a license. No, it's not like that. Maybe for local area bank, first you have to establish a company. But yes, in the case of all other normal banks, you must have to function as an NBFC. But however, in certain cases, there is no need to be an NBFC. For example, in the payment bank cases, you need not to be a what? You need not to be an NBFC. You can directly get a license of what? License of payment bank, despite you are not being registered as an NBFC. Whereas in the case of small bank, you must be registered as an NBFC. You must have an experience of 10 years of banking. Only then the small banking license will be provided to you. So it's not certain, but yes, in most of the cases, you have certain experience of running the banking in particular area, but not for local area bank and not for payment banks. Yes. So Guntur is famous for chili, right? So how we can help the chili farmers of that particular area? How we can go for banking requirements, financial requirements? So what we can do? We can go and establish a local area bank in Guntur and nearby three districts. Means there should be the geographical proximity. What geographical proximity means? That ki there should be the boundary touching. This boundary is touching means A, B, and C. So these three districts, their boundaries are touching, not to each other, but at least their boundaries should touch to one another, right? So one another boundaries should be touched. Why this requirement? Because when the boundaries are being touched, we will consider this area have a specific requirement. So Guntur and Hyderabad do not touch their boundaries. So Hyderabad region do not need a chili farming region. It's not known as chili farming region. It is known as a biryani region, right? So Guntur have a specific requirement. So we are going to establish a bank in Guntur, and that bank can expand to another two districts who have geographical proximity. Geographical proximity here should be what? It should be connected each other, right? So districts should be connected each other, and then with the very basic requirements to fulfill those basic requirement, we can establish this local area bank, right? Initially, RBI has given license to four local area banks from 1996. In 1996, in 1996, four local area banks were established. However, out of four, one was liquidated and business was stopped. Right. So this is why when we entered in the 21st century, there was some apprehension in the RBI decision making circle because local area bank at that point of time was not performing. So even in 2006, Raghuram Govindrajan committee was established. Dr. Raghuram Govindrajan was head of the committee to look over the local area bank, whether we should continue or we should liquidate all these banks, we should abandon this idea. So Rajan said that we should go with this local area bank, and we also have to explore other possibilities. Like this, we have to explore other possibilities in order to go for a specific banking requirement. Why? Because the one full-fledged branch of public sector bank or private sector bank doing the business needs some cost, right? There will be some cost, and if that kind of a branch is going to establish in non-banking area, maybe bank is not able to run properly and there will be a loss on the bank, right? So that is why it is very important we have to focus on specific requirements. So with that long discussion and deliberation for almost 10 to 12 years, then finally from 2014 onwards, the concept of payment bank and small financial bank came into the picture, right? But despite all these things, I told in the last class also, there was a huge kind of pressure on RBI to provide license to whom? To provide license to these corporate sector. But RBI always defied that pressure, and even in the payment banks, telecommunication sector, which is led by some private like Sunil Bharti Mittal and Ambani, they dominate this thing, and they pressurize indirectly Reserve Bank of India. Payment bank should get more freedom, but I'll discuss it today how the payment banks have many restrictions than many freedom, right? So these two innovations after this local area bank, two more innovations, payment banks and small financial bank, also came in the Indian financial system. And these two, especially payment banks, have not means maybe payment bank. If you'll see overall the performance till then date, they are not very successful. But what they did, they created a confidence among the common Indian person, what things can be done easier through technology. Things can be done easier through technology rather than focusing on the conventional way. If I want to send money to my parents, I have to go to the bank, then I'll deposit that money in the bank or in the ATM, then I'll ask my parent to go and collect that money from the bank. Rather than this way, we can take some technological help, and with the help of technology, I can simply transfer the money from my account through mobile phone to their mobile phone, means to their account through the mobile phone. And then this payment system can also help them to use mobile phone for any payment purpose rather than using the cash. So entire idea of financial inclusion is not only to provide banking services but make our economy a less cash economy, right? So whenever you are supposed to write an answer on financial inclusion, right, don't miss this point. This point is very important, and you can mention all these uh, things happened in the Indian financial system with respect to payment bank and financial small financial bank, right? Then again you can mention about the UPI and NEFT, RTGS, all kind of the things which is working right now in the Indian system, right? So the purpose is what? The purpose is financial inclusion, and through the financial inclusion, our aim is to provide the banking services to the larger area. Plus, we have to go for less cash economy. Is it clear? Acha, if it is clear, I have one question for you, for all of you who are part of our Telegram channel for paid student. I have one question for you. Challenges and financial inclusion in India. 5 trillion economy. Challenges and opportunities for India to be challenges and opportunities for financial inclusion in India to be a $5 trillion economy, right? So this is a question. This is a question for you, and you have to write the answer in 200 words, right? Either you can type it, or you can, I mean, in the exam you have to type it. So it is going to be better if you will type, or if you are not going to type, even you can write and send it to our Telegram channel. uh, in the name of Rahul Tiwari, I am available there in that Telegram channel. You can directly send it to me if you are going to attempt this question, right? I'll check and I'll give you the feedback also. Okay. So how many of you are going to write this question? So all, I hope all paid subscribers. Sir, what is the name of the Telegram channel? This is for paid students, my dear. So if you are a paid student, then definitely the channel is there for you. If you have not get the invitation to join that channel, okay, Shekhar, very good. Chetan, very nice. So please, so Chetan, Shekhar, you can join that channel, means Telegram channel. I'll request you to reach the admin to be the part of that channel. All of you who are not part of that channel, Means you cannot join from the name. Invitation must be sent. Just give me a minute. I'll talk to Ashok ji and I'll request him to take this issue. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, huh? Okay, there is a group. There is a group for those students who are the paid subscriber. There is a one common Telegram channel. There is a channel and there is a group. So group is open for everyone. Anyone can join crack grade B. But channel means the group is for only paid students. Maybe some paid students didn't get the invitation. I spoke with Ashok ji and Ashok ji confirmed me that he is going to send the invitation via mail to all of you who are the paid subscriber to join this course, right? And regarding Charu, have a question, sir. After I have a doubt regarding the course purchase after the class, please. Okay, Ashok ji is going to contact you. Means you can contact to Ashok ji. He is going to share the number. You can talk to Ashok ji. If you want to discuss something with me, I will also connect in that call. You can have a questions with me also if you have any. Yes, till then now, for any even on the paid subscriber, they have not received any kind of the PDF, but they'll get the PDF. Don't worry. I have joined the common channel, but the channel for the paid student, I have no idea. No issues, no issues. Anyone the paid student, please tell me, will they provide us the PDF of the classes? Till then, for this session, how many classes? I think I have taken a lot of classes, but I have not provided the PDF. Uh, but PDF will be given. Don't worry. Don't worry about the PDF. PDF will be provided. Yes, there will be separation. There will be separation. After some point of, there will be separation. These some basic things. So what I and Ashok ji we have thought that ki, okay, means as a kind of service we can provide, as a kind of service as well as kind of promotion, we can provide some sessions to all the students. That's why we are providing, but later on it is going to be paid. It is not going to be available free of cost for each and every part. There are some crucial part, right, which is going to be available for the paid student. There are some crucial, but that can be in general, right? Because sometimes students have this issue key with which this part is going to be covered or not, how they are teaching all these things. So that's why these sessions are available for free. PDF, yes, PDF will be available only for paid students. PDF will be available only for the paid students, not for free students who are attending the sessions. That is going to be available only for paid students. That is for sure. Okay, so I hope I have addressed. So what you have to do, write this question: challenges and opportunities, challenges and opportunities for financial inclusion, in India to realize a $5 trillion economy. Right. So India is aspiring to become a $5 trillion economy, and initially the target was of 2025. We want to be a $5 trillion economy, but COVID and financial issues, and there is a lot of problems all over the world in the economy. So by 2025, it is not possible to reach. Right. Right now we are heading towards $3 trillion economy. Right. But to reach a $5 trillion economy, lot of things are required, and all of those things, one is financial inclusion. Also, it's very important to connect all the citizens of India through the banking and financial system. Okay, Chetan, I'll do that. Fine. So write this answer. So as I mentioned, two initiatives were taken: payment bank and financial small financial bank. So just explain you in the better way. It is better to take it what comparatively, and to give you the better comparison of these two small banks and payment bank and small financial bank. I took one image. This comparison was came in the Times of India, and that comparison which was in Times of India is very good one. So I have taken that means image, and I'm just going to share that image on the screen, which was taken from the Times of India. It's going to help you to understand the difference between these two. This image may be not very clear. This image is not maybe very clear, but this image will give you lot of understanding about the payment banks and small banks, right? Though I also have another image. This is from the financial inclusion gets a leg up, and this image is from what? This image came from uh, Financial Express, right? So Financial Express has given this differentiation, because they are very tiny images, so the quality of image is not very good, but I hope it is readable. Are you able to read it? Is it readable or not? Okay. If it is visible, so let's discuss the small financial bank and payment bank in head to head. Just have a comparison. Initial capital requirement 100 crore, here also 100 crore. So 100 crore is required by the promoters. Promoters must have to put 100 crore as an initial capital to start the bank. They must have at least 100 crores to start a business, right? So to start a business we need some amount of money. For example, somebody want to establish a pawn shop, somebody want to establish a sweet shop, and somebody want to establish a jewelry shop. So maybe pawn shop can be established in 30-40,000, right? Some products are required that can be established with the 30-40,000 expenditure, but you cannot establish a jewelry shop with the initial capital of 30-40,000. You need at least 30-40 lakhs, right? So the person who is saying that I have 30-40,000 and I want to establish the jewelry shop, either he has not calculated the things properly or he's a non-serious candidate. So sometimes initial capital requirements are being put to put out all non-serious candidates. Non-serious candidates. So there is one way how to put out non-serious candidate by putting some initial capital requirement. So non-serious candidates are going to be put in one way. But still, there are some people who want to establish, but they do not have a proper vision, right? They do not have a proper vision. For example, this might be going to hurt some edutech companies, right? For example, right now these edutech owners, especially these edutech owners, they try to dictate the teacher. You should explain this thing in 5 minutes. You should explain this thing is in a 5 minute. I have encountered with one person in past, right? So he told me explain this thing in a 5 minute. I said, see, it's not a chola bhatura or it's not a kind of customization kind of the thing. This is a concept, and this concept have to explain to the student, right? So you are looking a short-term video to go for whatever is your means objective. I am a teacher, and my objective is what? My objective is to explain this thing properly. Otherwise, it is not going to fulfill the purpose. Maybe you are offering me a handsome amount of money, but apart from what working for the money, I'm a teacher. So I know that that thing cannot be explained in the 5 minutes. It is not possible, right? So it is not possible to explain that thing in the 5 minutes. So I'm not going to do this thing. Fine. So sometimes this thing happen. So edutech industry is also facing some sort of crisis right now. With high hope, with big funding, all these startups were started, right? But deep down inside, they are not able to do the business. They are not able to attract as many as students who are serious for the exam. Lot of views and each and everything is there, but serious candidate are not there. Why? The quality content is not available, right? So similarly, RBI also know that there are the people who are ready to put their money. They are ready to put their money to establish a bank. So if we will put only monetary requirement to establish a financial institution like small bank or payment bank, then definitely it is not going to work. So apart from capital, we also check the ability of that firm or company. They are able to run it properly or not. They are able to run it properly or not. Only then we will think about giving the license. So that is why apart from initial capital, there is an eligibility. There is an eligibility, right? Eligibility. Even if you are fulfilling all the eligibility, if you are fulfilling all the eligibility, it doesn't mean that there is a surety. Final discretion is with the RBI. Final discretion is with the RBI. And when I'll say the RBI, I told you RBI have a board of directors. So board is going to sit and they will decide the license should be given or not. So when I say the discretion of RBI, so discretion of RBI is not arbitrary, right? Means Governor Shashikant Das, while taking morning tea and while sipping the tea, he said that tea taste is not good, so I'm not going to give the license to XYZ as a small bank. It's not like that. It's a democratic way. You have to discuss all pros and cons of giving the license. If everybody is agree, majority is agree to give the license, you have to give the license if it is fulfilling the eligibility criteria. Otherwise, you have to reject their license, right? So despite fulfilling the eligibility, it's not automatic qualification. After fulfilling the eligibility, there will be the discussion in RBI board, and if you are able to fulfill, only then you will get the license, either of a small bank or payment bank for whatever you are applying. So let's go to the eligibility part. For a small bank, entities and individuals must have 10 years of experience in finance and banking. So those entities and individuals, right? So entity means what Chetan, what you are saying, na NBFC. So that entity must work as an NBFC, non-banking financial company, and those individuals who are interested to start a small financial bank, they must have an experience of at least 10 years in the banking and finance, right? So NBFC, if you are already NBFC, if you are already NBFC, then it is going to be a little bit helpful for you to get the license if you have 10 years of experience. But they are also writing banking as well as finance. So maybe there is no NBFC, but you are in financial institution, right? So financial institution, for example, you are running a merchant banking, not retail banking, but only you are providing the merchant banking and you have the 10 years experience, then you are also going to be eligible. Whereas here in the payment bank is the existing prepaid payments, instrument issuers and individuals. What is prepaid payment? Readable, sir, just shift a little bit left. Okay, if it is even it is not properly visible, no need to worry. I'm going to read all this information, right? Because I have tried even. I'll do I'll do this also. But even after that, it is not going to be properly visible. Credit and debit, wallet, recharge and use. So, have you heard about this concept of what? Gift card. Amazon gift card or Flipkart gift card. So another way of gifting a people, right? Somebody have a birthday, right? And you are thinking, what should I give? My budget is what? My budget is suppose that I want to gift my sister, and I have budget of suppose that 3,000 rupees. So I'm thinking, "Ki what should I gift her? So rather than thinking and wasting my time, I'll go to the Amazon. I'll take one gift card and I'll send that gift card to her. Ki, okay, whatever you want to purchase, you can purchase from that gift card, right? So what I did, from my bank account I have transferred 3,000 rupees to whom? Amazon. And Amazon make it as a gift card, right? So that gift card is what? That gift card is a kind of what? It is a kind of prepaid payment instrument. But that is closed. Closed one. Why? Because she can use that gift card only at Amazon, not anywhere else. So I compelled her to purchase the gift only from the Amazon, right? But if Amazon, suppose that Amazon can going to say that ki apart from Amazon, that gift card you can use even along with the Zomato. We have a kind of collaboration with Zomato also. So if you want to use this card, you can use this gift card at Zomato, at XYZ shopping mall. There you can also use. Maybe we are not partner with that on our platform, but you can use this. What you can use this gift voucher or 3,000 rupees, which is in your Amazon gift card, you can use it there also. Zomato and some, for example, Zara, right? So you can use there also. So earlier it was closed prepaid. Earlier it was closed prepaid when you are able to use it only Amazon, right? Semi-open, when semi-open, apart from Amazon, some other places you can also use, right? When it is going to be open, not semi-open, I told you about what? First I told you about closed. Then I told you about semi-open. Now other prepaid payment is open. So I send it to Amazon, right, as a gift card. But Amazon said that that gift card is now in your Amazon Pay. Now it is 3000 is in your Amazon Pay, and through Amazon Pay's UPI, you can scan and you can use anywhere for booking of the gas or paying your mobile phone bill, whatever, you can scan and pay that 3000 rupees. Now it is what? Now it is open. Okay. Clear? If it is clear, if it is clear, one thing you must understand, that gift card is in terms of wallet, because I have given my money to Amazon. Amazon is providing that money to her to use it for a given time, right? So that money is going to with whom? That money is going to with the Amazon only, right? Amazon hold that money. I have given that money from my account to Amazon's account. Fine. So Amazon can hold that money. Once you are able to hold that money, you can provide the wallet services. And for wallet services, you must be a what? Payment bank. So is Google Pay a payment bank services? Is Google Pay a payment bank services? Is a Google Pay a payment bank? Very good. Samrat, very good. It is not a payment bank because Google do not provide wallet. Is Paytm? Is Paytm and PhonePe? Paytm and PhonePe, are they wallet services? Are they functioning as a payment bank? Yes, they are what? They are payment bank. So if Google is also going to start what? If Google is also going to start this services, what? They must go to RBI and ask them to provide me the license. So if you will see, this payment is happening with the help of technology. This payment is happening with the help of technology. So that is why telecom sector telecom sector automatically going to become a favorable sector to provide what? Payment bank services, right, rather than small bank services. So Airtel Pay, Amazon Pay, Ye Pay, Wo Pay, lot of pay are there, and with the help of UPI, they are providing this payment bank services. Whereas UPI, right? UPI based payments. So Google Pay is a payment services, but not a payment bank. Okay, they are payments. They are providing the payment services with the help of UPI, unique payment interface services. They are providing the payment services, but they are not what? They are not payment bank. So can you tell me? So PhonePe is not a payment bank. How you can say that it is not a payment bank? Why it is not a payment bank? Can you tell me the reason why it is not a payment bank? It is not necessary to be the scheduled bank. It is not necessary you should be the scheduled bank. You will be given, you are going to get in status of scheduled bank, but automatically it is not required. You must be a scheduled bank. The status of scheduled bank can be given to these payment banks, and once you will get the scheduled bank status, you can also be function as an authorized bank, right? But it is not necessary condition. Fine, I am not asking how many number of there. I am asking why it is not payment bank. And my answer, all of you know that, but still you are not able to find it out. You are not applying your brain. Payment, they are providing the wallet services. They are providing the wallet services. But are they providing the deposit services? Even the small deposit services or saving accounts? Are they providing phone pay? Why is this okay? Why is this okay? So, yes sir, now you are Modi ji. So, should I go in the Modi ji mode? भाइयों बहनों, आज हम 73वां गणतंत्र मना रहे हैं. अच्छा, okay. Now, jokes apart. Now, come back to the point. Come back to the point. So, phone pay do not provide the saving accounts, so that's why it is not what? It is not a it is not a payment bank, right? So, being a payment bank, these conditions must be fulfilled. Individual professionals, NBFC, who are eligible: corporate business, correspondence, telecom sector companies, supermarket chains, real estate sector, cooperative that are owned, controlled by residents and public sector entities. So here one point you must keep this thing in mind, you must be resident. You must be resident, right? So what means resident? There is a difference between resident and citizen, right? There is a difference between resident and citizen. Any foreign country person can be Indian resident also, right? He can be the Indian resident. So resident means you must be in our country for at least one financial year. Means for one minimum 1 year you must be the resident, right? So you must be resident. Citizen, being a citizen is not necessary, but you must be the resident of India. Only then you will get this opportunity to get the license. So all these sectors are eligible. All these sectors are eligible to be a what? Payment bank service provider, right? Somebody was referring around what? Somebody was referring around, I think, who was referring the case, and somebody was referring around RBI versus Google case. Why you have deleted? Actually, that case was, yes, there was a case, but RBI said that ki you, whatever you are explaining and whatever our position, you are able to provide the payment and settlement under the Payment and Settlement Act, right? So RBI was very right in that position. So Google people are very smart. They are very smart people, right? So immediately they went for ki, okay, we are accepting whatever the terms and conditions you are putting forward. But my another question, I have one more question. One more question ki, if Google Pay is not getting anything, they are not getting anything when they will do this transfers and all, they are not getting anything from us, we are not paying anything. If Google is going to ask, we will do this UPI payment for you, but you have to pay 1 rupee, people will immediately jump to phone pay. Right? Nobody is going to, especially Indians are not going to pay for this, because phone pay and others are providing at free of cost. So how they are making the money? How Google are making the money? By providing only this wallet services, sorry, this payment transfer services. Have you think about how they are making the money, why they are providing? Data is new fuel, sir. Acha. Okay. Yes. This answer came from the banker. Biller services. Yes. So when Google is providing this services of payment transfer and all, some amount they'll get from those billers like bank and other institutions. On the behalf, Google is accepting the payment and or asking their customers to make the payment. Some amount, some commission will be given by them to Google or phone pay. So this is why they are very active. This is one of the financial reason, number one. Number two, Samrat, is also very good. Data is new fuel. Yes, because whenever you will make the payment, all of your details are with them. However, they are not supposed to use those details, very, I mean, financial details, but at least they know that you are making the payments, right? You are making the payments, amount of payment, so they can track you. So they can track you, right? And they can also share your data with other their partners, right? So that they can go for specific marketing and advertisement with you. So this is the two reasons why they. You remember that few years back, Google made an announcement in all over the India, on all over the India, on railway stations, we are going to provide you the free internet. And once Indian will listen, free. So like free. So everyone, whenever enter in the railway station, they will immediately connect with the Google server and they start browsing from there. Right? So all of your browsing data is with whom? Google. And you know that railway is a kind of transportation as per government data daily, means before the COVID, more than 1.2 crore people of India will travel on the Indian railways. And the fun fact is what? The number of people who are traveling in the railway in a particular day, that is more than that population of Australia. So the population of Australia, the more than population of Australia is traveling in the Indian railways on daily basis. Right. So once you will provide the data at railway station, you are able to grab the huge amount of data of Indians, their activity, and each and everything. And now closely, all the financial services are going to be what? They are going to be digital services. So if you have the data of particular person, you have the data of each and everything, and it is better to provide the customized services. Right. So this is why these like phone pay or Google, or they are very interested to provide such kind of solutions in India. And in order to protect the privacy of Indian people, government is going to present data protection bill in more advanced manner in coming months. Right. Yes, rail wire. So I hope this thing is clear. Till then, here eligibility criteria for payment bank. Here we can also see that existing microfinance companies, NBFCs, can convert into small banks. Large PSUs, large PSU, large PSU and industrial houses and NBFC floated by them cannot apply. So industrial house means Ambani Saab is not allowed. GAIL, not Chris Gale, Gas Authority of India Limited, BHEL, right? So these kind of companies are not allowed to start a small financial bank. That means small banks are not available for Ambani Saab. Ambani Saab can think about the payment bank, not for this one, right? So till then here, I have explained a lot of things, right? Apart from this, the rest of these things I will explain in the next class. Data localization, yes. Sir, Gale's director got nabbed recently by ACB. Oh, yes, but that is not the reason. That is not the reason. Other reasons. I'll explain that reason in the next class. When I'll explain this promoter point. When I explain with this promoter point, then you will get the automatic idea why the large industrial houses and large PSUs are not being allowed for small bank or even private bank. Why? So I'll explain this thing. I'll explain this thing. Then you will automatically get this idea. Okay, Charu, you can connect to this number, the number which is provided by Ashokji here, right? You can call him, and I will be on the conference call. I'll discuss with you, no issues. Okay. Regarding minimum capital and initial capital, paid up capital, I'll discuss this point. Initial capital, minimum capital, paid up capital. Then I'll explain, right? Because just getting the fact is not sufficient. I'll explain you minimum capital, paid up capital, working capital, all kind of the capital. I'll explain the next class. Then it will be easier for you to have this thing in your mind. Okay. So for today, I'm going to wind up this session. Tomorrow we will start from here only, from this PDF. Okay, then I'll also explain initial capital, working capital, paid up capital, ye capital, wo capital, or under the capital. I'll explain in the next class. Okay, so thank you very much.